Okay, let me start by saying I'm not a Democrat or a Republican. I'm an American, and I love my country. I've been blessed to have a job that's afforded me the chance to go all over the world. And as far as I'm concerned, the United States of America is the greatest country on earth. I've been voting since before most of you who probably see this video was even born. And it's my right as an American. It's my privilege. That's the beauty of being an American. We can vote and decide who we want to run our country. Even though there are still those in certain areas of the country who are putting off all kind of voting schemes that would prevent me from voting because I'm a man of color. I've never felt the need to campaign publicly until now. This is the most important election of my lifetime. And as far as I'm concerned, it's a choice between good and evil. I really don't understand how any person of color or any woman could find it in their hearts to vote for Donald Trump. He's a spoiled brat child who retaliates against anyone who opposes him on any issue. And he always retaliates negatively. He's already said that if he's elected, you don't have to worry about voting again, which means that he's planning on being a dictator. That's what he wants to be. And can you imagine a man like that being in that kind of power to run our country forever or until he passes? That would be horrible. And he's also blaming homelessness on the Democratic Party. Homelessness is running rampant all over the world, not just here in the United States. It's a shame that we have to have homelessness. And I feel for the people who are homeless. There are a lot of great people who are out there homeless. Homeless doesn't mean that you're a drug addict or an alcoholic or anything like that, or a derelict. Homeless means that you've fallen on hard times. You just don't have a home. But it's happening all over the world. And he's blaming Joe Biden and Kamala Harris for it. That's a joke. And I want to ask you another question too. There are people going around, and I'm not sure if he set this up, talking about what they had when he was in office. Are there any middle class people or any poor people who can say that? Who had it so great when Donald Trump was in office? And if you'll notice, he's put down every person of color that he can. President Obama, he's tried to undo everything that Obama accomplished while he was in office. And he's doing it because Obama was a black man. He couldn't stand for a black man to be the leader of our country. And that's one of the reasons he's opposing Kamala so much, because she's a woman of color. He's just a bigot. He thinks he's better than you. He thinks he's slicker than you. That he can stand up and lie in your face and then turn right around and say he didn't do it. Say he didn't say it. And you've seen it in person. You've seen him lie. You know that he's a liar. You know that he's a convicted criminal. And he's talking about all the criminals that they're letting into the country. Well, yeah, one is running for president. So, how dare you say that they're letting criminals into the country? And I want you all to stop being ostriches and get your heads out of the sand and see what you're up against. This is the most critical election, like I said, that we've had in my lifetime. And I hope that you all wake up. And I hope that you all go vote. You need to vote. You need to get out and vote. You need to make sure that a man like that does not run our country. We have a beautiful country. Like I said, we have the most wonderful country that I've ever been to. And I've been to a lot of countries. And he's trying to tell you that America's failing, America's falling down, and all that, We have the greatest country on earth. And I want to tell you, all you who are talking about what you had when he was in office and you don't have now. Our most precious commodity, the most precious thing that we have is freedom. And he's trying to take that from you. He's trying to take your freedom. He's trying to scare you into voting for him. So, you guys, like I said, I don't campaign publicly for anybody because I'm not a Democrat and I'm not a Republican. I voted in a lot of elections, and I always voted for who I thought was the best person to run our country. And this time, like I said, I think we're voting for good or evil. So you make the choice. I hope you get out and vote, and I hope you vote for Kamala.